This is it. It is time. Welcome, friends, to easily my favorite collaboration that we've ever done with the LEGO group. This is the LEGO Technic Ferrari FXXK. And oh boy, straight away we need to get this Ferrari FXXK built. A little snippet of it here in Asphalt Legends Unite, the open clamshell, and as per usual, in the box, along with the model itself, we get this, an actual code to get the car in Asphalt Legends Unite. We start by building the base of the Ferrari itself, and it comes together very quickly, and it doesn't take long before we're already building the engine. This is very compact, it's a race car, and therefore everything just gets built very, very tightly. When you hear people say, oh, I basically sit on the floor when it comes to some supercars, yeah, this is very, very close to the floor. You are definitely going to feel everything in the road. But what about this? The screaming V12 that sits right behind the driver as well. I honestly love piecing the engine components together on these models, especially when it's talking about putting the pistons onto the engine itself. Building this feels incredibly rewarding, but not long after that, we're already piecing together the actual body design of the vehicle itself. We're adding the front end onto the Ferrari, and straight away you can clearly see that it's coming together very low, very aggressive, as it should be a proper track Ferrari. By this point, we've already got the roof in place and also the dial on top so that we can control the steering, and just behind that you can see the engine, which will articulate when you start spinning the wheels. Moving on to basically complete the front end of the Ferrari, the arches being added on, the rest of the front being added on. A lot of red in this pack, which clearly means the body is about to be, well, the focus of the rest of it. It's pretty quick. So with this FXXK model, one of my favorite elements definitely has to be, other than the V12, I always talk about the V12, the rear clamshell at the back of the car. I'll demonstrate this a little bit more in detail later, but it's super cool and it allows you to basically open it and see the whole workings of the car without having to take it off. This was a really nice one to build, finishing up with the doors, finishing up with the side mirrors on the car, and then of course one of my favorite bits is to put on those tires and those wheels, and hey presto, stage 1 complete. The model has been crafted, and this is absolutely stunning. This is easily one of my top Ferraris of all time, and look, we can open the rear shell and even have a stand where we can show the shell open at the rear, which of course gives you a look at the engine doing its stuff. I love this so much. We can open many elements of the car, doors, and of course that rear shell. This is so cool. But now it's time for something slightly different. You see, previously what we would have done right now is jump into Asphalt Legends Unite. And that is a game that not only has some of the greatest hypercars on display in the world, obviously, but no, this particular game is known for stunts. This is something that is super unique to the series. From drifting to jumps to spins, you can experience hypercars in a way that's just not possible. Or is it?
Well, this is totally unheard of. Not only have we just got a Ferrari delivery, we have a Ferrari FXXK Evo delivery. Unheard of.
I definitely almost had you there, but listen, I'm not joking. This Ferrari is about to do an actual stunt. We are doing a real drift with this LEGO Technic Ferrari FXXK. Now, way before I arrived to just basically have all the fun, the LEGO Technic team had been crafting this set to allow us to film in super slow motion an incredible stunt. This one, of course, is the drift, and therefore we're setting up the angle straight away. But as I said, they'd already figured out the difficult part. So after a little brief, I figured out the trickery that they're going to be using and how this was going to work.
So on the base of the car, you can kind of see on one side that the tires have had reduced grip, and so it'll kind of naturally want to slide a little bit. The fight then is trying to keep it going straight after the turn, so See if that works.
All of this clearly came from engineering minds. I wouldn't have even thought of that idea. I would have kept going and going and going until we eventually got the shot. This is basically what I would have done. To make myself somewhat useful during this, I decided to help with the tire wall while everyone else was laying out the course that we were about to tackle. So a lot of engineering, a lot of prepping, and also a little bit of 3D printing. You can see the catapult right here is clearly made of 3D printed materials, which is going to be used to send the car flying, our initial launch, if you will. So during the initial testing, the team found that actually there's probably some more we could do here to make sure it's kind of guaranteed to actually follow the drift route. Who would have thought it's actually quite difficult to get a model car to do a perfect drift? So without further ado, I think it's time. Yes, even though I was actually at the location and I saw it happen in real time, there's nothing like seeing it in slow-mo. I have not even looked at these clips yet. We're going to experience it together, and I have been waiting so long for this. This is it. It is time. There's a little preview in the drift. Asphalt Legends Unite. Very clearly doing a nice little slide. It has the ability to do so. Can we craft it for real in LEGO Technic? So this is day one. The team were working behind the scenes, as I mentioned, to test things, get things working, build the models, and get going so that tomorrow, the next day, day two, I get to arrive and just have fun. A little bit of preparation later, a little bit of early testing, adding some elements to the course and to the car itself. And we had many attempts that ended in just some kind of way until eventually the result is here, friends. Launching the car, doing a slide, and pulling forward. You wouldn't believe that pulling forward was the most difficult part, but look at that! Side by side comparison. Oh, that is so good. I might be a little bit biased, but that was amazing. And here it is. The LEGO Technic FXX is actually here in the game, and I am about to build it up. This is always such a cool animation. Finish building your car, and then all of a sudden you get to see it rebuilt again much quicker in the game. But no, it's such a cool, unique element. I love that you get the car in game, and that's a real big selling point of this. And the Ferrari FXX is built. Of course, we're going to check out exactly what this thing performs like. I love beauty shots of cars. I could just watch them all day. So, of course, with the FXX, our idea, our focus was drift. So let's actually replicate it in the game. And of course, in Asphalt Legends Unite, drifting is, quite frankly, something you need to do to build up your boost. And it's something that's super important to the way the game plays. And I need to remember to boost in the air. I'm getting there. Anyway, it's super smooth, but something that is very difficult in real life with any LEGO Technic model, or of course a real car, is maintaining a slide without just crashing into, even in the game apparently, if you're me. But this is such a cool idea. The whole getting the car in the game, it will never ever disappoint me. Oh, he's done it. Look at that, he's done it. He did break for some strange reason. We're in the Caribbean. You hear that, America? The Caribbean. This is actually one of the races. This is the location, at the very least, that I had some training in. This is not the exact course. I definitely don't remember this, but I just remember the environment, the atmosphere. I feel like I'm home, you know? I've never been. But what I can tell you, it is absolutely just a staple point of this game to do the sliding, and ultimately, as I said, much more difficult in real life. And this makes it look easy. This makes it look like it would be a walk in the park to make a vehicle drift. From experience of, again, in creating this stunt for real, but also in experience for doing a little bit of sliding in the real life, it is a little bit more difficult than you would find here. But also, it's a game. It's all about fun, right? Need to make sure I don't crash into a rock at the last minute, because I feel like my momentum's on it. I feel like I know what I'm doing a little bit. I feel like I'm actually making some progress here. This may also be your only chance to see a Ferrari FXX do a drift, because it's not normally particularly built for such applications. It's normally made for a little bit of racing. There are many firsts on the channel here today. Oh, wait, there's an area on top here? I had no idea. As soon as I get over here, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. It's amazing. Watch my incredible skills. Turn on them fog lights. I'm going to need them. Does it have fog lights? Race cars don't need headlights. Oh, no. I got a little bit slow on that one. Anyway, nonetheless, this is a fantastic car. It is one of my favorite Ferraris ever created. And if it's not yours, I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad I could introduce you because this is fantastic. I feel like this has been such an action-packed video, but I'm not even done yet. So we have one more thing for you. While all the professionals were doing professional things and I had a little bit of time, I decided to do this. Yes, these belt sanders, I didn't come up with the idea. This is basically stolen from another stunt that we're going to be doing a little later. I decided to create my own dyno or rolling road. Let's see how I got on there. Introducing our dual belt sanders. This is how we're going to craft our rolling road. Attach a piece of string to a nearby pillar. On the other side, attach the car and activate the belt sanders and hope the car doesn't go flying. Which sounds easier when you say it than it was to actually do it. Yeah, turns out we're going to need a slightly different idea. Thankfully, engineers are around. I should have thought of this, obviously, but locking the front wheels so that you can't steer them is, well, it's a pretty vital aspect, and this was also used on the drift to basically stop the wheels completely throwing us off course. Couple of modifications and a change of plan later, let's see if you can figure out exactly how we managed to make this work. What I'll say is watch the screw here that we initially planned to use, and oh my goodness! There it is! The Ferrari FXX on a rolling road. No flaws, no problems. You can just run this all day. It's don't show the back. No. Yeah. So there we have it. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. We have got so much more to come. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled in Asphalt Legends Unite and, of course, on my channel, because this goes even further than this. You can also get your hands on this model and even more from the Asphalt Legends collaboration with LEGO Technic. I'll link that down below in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.